I want to know.
Dude, it would suck to fall down in this column. Probably wouldn't feel real good. It is like 100 feet off right there, so. Our next move here is to do some nailers on this wall for our ceiling surface material. And actually not even that, it's like these furring strips that are gonna fur the ceiling down so they can run the ceiling material in this direction, the same direction as the rafters.
This roof is like an onion.
Oh God.
It has many layers.
I'm gonna pull it stupid tight.
Good, go ahead, whatever. Okay, oh, that should do it.
Jamie says he can do this by himself, so I'm just gonna watch and let everyone else watch.
Oh, come on, this is carpentry 101 right here, boys.
Okay, you were right.
Hey.
Here you go.
It's no big deal.
Oh man, it is 12 foot 1 inch.
Leave a 1 inch gap.
Yeah? All right.
Or just do a short starter.
Jamie macked you out of that spot, Ray. He was about to cut my board, Jamie.
You got this whole house and you want to cut your
I was
board
over here first. I thought you guys were over there.
We've got blocking put in the bottom of each of these columns for our pieces to connect to. Now we need to go up top and basically do a top plate of some kind for the tops to terminate into. And we're just sort of making it up. But I imagine it's like building tiny walls. Let's see. Oh, that looks good.
You like it?
Right on my mark, just as planned. You can see right here, I made a mark from the inside of the beam 2 feet, which is the width of the column, and then measured the post and had Jono cutting it even before I realized that I should have measured from the backside. We should go home.
I agree.
We're back at the job this morning. We're picking up where we left off, framing this porch roof. And the first thing we've got going here is a big nailer underneath the low end of the rafters. We had to cut this giant bird's mouth and basically lessened the strength of these giant rafters. And instead of doing hangers, we just did that. And the reason is we need this to be packed out to that thickness anyway for the trim. Is that right?
That is right. Now we've got a solid 3 inches of bearing underneath the full depth part of this framing member, which is sufficient for its bearing. So we're good to go.
Hey, we've got some good bearing down here.
Yeah. That's a lot of bearing right there.
I put a giant joist hanger on the end of this LVL girder that we installed the other day, and I forgot to do it. So we already started putting other stuff around it, and we had to tear that off to get back to the framing, and now we're putting the hangers on. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Actually terrible.
It is. It's really bad. So bad.
Way up there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I'm cutting the green zip board away.
Yeah.
So that the hangers go in framing to framing without the zip board in between. I might not care if it was standard sheathing without the insulation layer behind it, but since it's got insulation and this is a load bearing point, then I don't want the nails to span through the foam and have a stress on them for a major load bearing thing like this.
That's smart.
You know, so we're going tight frame to frame.
While you guys are doing that, you want me to build that overhang?
Yeah.
I say we just build it on the ground and lift the whole thing up.
Do it at 32 feet.
32 feet.
Yep.
So this is our fascia board. It's like twice as wide as we need it to be.
Yeah.
But we're gonna rip it down. This is what they had, so they charged us for a 9, which is, or 9 1/4, which is the same as the rest of the fascias, 2x10. We'll rip that down, and then that'll span all the way girder to girder, just like the rafters. It'll make the overhang very strong.
It'll be nice. Really nice.
We gotta have help lifting this, there's no way.
It's super heavy. Hefty.
You need muscle?
Yes, I need muscle. You better deliver now, after you videoed yourself saying you got muscle.
I haven't been to the gym in a while. I don't know how this goes.
Back pedal. Just slap it up on the outside edge of the zip pile to where we can rip it. 9 1/4.
All right, now, Eric, I forgot that I got to put that joist hanger on the girder.
Okay.
This is my longest rip of my life. 34 feet with a battery saw.
I'll see you at the end of the day. longest trip of my life.
What we're doing here with this overhang is framing this entire ladder thing with a board on each side so we can just fly it up and nail this inside to the existing rafter. And that's different than the ones way up top where we had drop trusses and we had these outrigger things that lap back into the roof. But with these, we cannot cut notches in them because they're at like the maximum span already. So we're just having to hang this thing on here. And since we have this lift, we thought, why not do it on the ground?
That looked real good. Couldn't have done it any better myself.
We're about ready to flip up this inside board and nail it to the top of all these. And this is looking large, and we did cut this one 1.5 inches short. See this? Because we had to scab that inside one right there.
Now you're thinking.
Yep.
There you go.
So I think it's gonna work.
This is the biggest overhang we've ever built in one piece. And I hope we never built a bigger one.
1, 2, 3.
Are you gonna strap it on the ends?
I think it's the middle.
What? I go with a strap, you're gonna do it with the things.
Straps,
So not that.
not the forks.
Not the, and you're gonna do that, you're nuts. This thing's gonna snap in half when you pick it up, bro. It's gonna go like this.
Jamie's getting us roped up here to the forks, and he's putting extra fasteners into the 2 blocks that these straps are wrapped around. Because that's a lot of weight, and we're gonna lift it up, and I don't want it to break and fall and prove Jason right. He did rig this side a little tighter than this side, so hopefully this will sit at like the pitch of the roof. As we're flying it up there, we will see.
Maybe I'll just get up there, and with Ray, we can maybe set it without anybody else nearby.
Okay.
Because I'll be in a safe place. I think just see how close you can set it with a machine just by yourself.
Okay. We've lifted this thing a couple times with Jamie adjusting the length of the straps to try and get it the right pitch, and we might get it right this time. This is the 4th try.
Okay.
You good?
Yep. After several tries, I can see that we have about the right pitch, and I have it balanced this way because it's really tippy. Now I think we're lifting pretty nice, pretty nice.
We got this thing boomed up. Jamie added an extension to the girder because it sits right on the edge of the girder. And while we have pretty good control on this machine, it's not like really fine controls even at idle. Like the littlest movement I can give it is still a lot. Okay, we finally got that set. It's in the right place and it didn't fall, so that's awesome. We do have to get these straps undone from the forks though. They won't come off because the way Jamie had them wrapped around there.
That went pretty good.
Yeah, it still wasn't like super easy.
I wouldn't call it fun or anything.
Oh, I thought it was fun. It
Well,
just
yeah,
wasn't easy.
you were sitting there in the cab, but that's stressful too. You know, being the driver.
I wasn't stressed at all.
You weren't? I don't know, man.
It can't fall. It's, you know, it can't fall off. That's
No. I'm not going to say I liked it, though. How about that?
Before we do the roof sheathing up here, we're going to finish these columns, which includes sheathing them.
need to figure
But Jamie
out
had the great idea that we should add rail blocking inside the column so that when our handrails attach, it's not to just the sheathing. That was a good idea, and I did not think of that at all.
I did.
I was like, sheath it up. No, you didn't.
Jason and I talked about that last week. Yesterday.
I was thinking about it.
Yesterday was Sunday. Y'all didn't talk
Yeah,
about
we
it.
talk all the time. Oh, careful that gun.
Oh, yes.
That looks pretty good. It's just only bowing this one because that one's so much stronger. So this is going pretty slow on this column, but I think you should start working on that one so that when we get done, we're ready to do that one. You know, we got to do this 2, 4, 6, 8 columns like this.
And there's a bunch up front.
I counted them. We're at the point where we got to take our diagonal bracing down, and I think we have enough of this up, and it is going to make it very rigid once all 4 sides of this are done on both sides, like as far as that way. So, Jamie, I'm pulling it. We still got one over there.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you gonna put it back or no?
Not once I put sheathing up here.
Okay.
We've got 2 of us cutting now for this big column. We're trying to knock it out before 5. And honestly, this is taking longer than I thought. I thought we'd have all of these rafter tails clipped, fascia boards, and have this whole roof sheathed. But we're gonna be lucky just to get these columns sheathed. Today's video is sponsored by Vever Tools, where you can get tough tools for half the price. And today we're checking out their electric pressure washer. This pressure washer was easy to assemble. It's lightweight and compact, easy to store inside the garage without taking up much space. And I do have a gas pressure washer too, by the way, which I really love, but it's super loud. In the winter, sometimes when it's super cold, small engines that are gas don't want to crank up right away. So this is going to be great to keep the salt and the mud off my vehicles this winter. The pressure washer came with 6 different attachments ranging from a 0-degree high pressure to a 40-degree fan. It also has a soap attachment so you can lather your car up before you scrub it or spray it off. And it has a regular nozzle that attaches as well. So this is a wide range to get a wide variety of things done around your house. It has a 1500 watt electric motor and it pumps out 1.76 gallons per minute, which was plenty of power to blast moss off my rock wall. I also liked that it came with a really long extension cord, and I think about a 30-foot hose with a reel so you can get around your driveway really easy. And when I wash here, I usually have to do multiple vehicles because I'm on a time crunch, so it made it easy to go from vehicle to vehicle here. It also has a safety lock on the trigger so that you don't discharge accidentally, and an automatic shutoff if it starts to overheat. I love keeping my vehicles, my boat, my property nice and clean here, so this is a great addition to the pressure washer that I already have. And if you want to get one, it's a great deal too, only $104.99. But if you use code VVPRO, you can save another 5% off. There's a link down in our video description and a link to Vever's activity of the month. Thank you, Vever, for sponsoring our video. Let's get back to work. All right, we're coming down the line here. I've got the last piece installed. The sun is setting, and I got to do just a little bit of zip tape, but we did it. Man, I can't even tell you. I almost take back my statement about like the whatever it's worth kind of thing on these columns, because it's a lot. But I still think they're awesome.
Looks great.
I got to do a little zip tape.
Tomorrow.
It's a frigid morning here in Western North Carolina. It's 12 degrees when I left the house. It's warmed up to about 18 now. I'm gonna make sure Jason is okay, getting him the extra large hot chocolate. In a previous video, I got him a hot chocolate that wasn't big enough, but today will be his hero.
Doesn't look right.
Oh, Jason! I didn't think one would do it, so I got you 2.
What?
Here you go, buddy.
2?
Hot chocolate?
1 for each hand.
Wow, dude, you are awesome.
You have to come get them, though.
Well, I'll come down in a second.
Put him in his back seat.
No, that's where the other one's at.
Just dump him out in his back seat.
Did he dump one in his back seat?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's why he needed it.
A whole
Yeah.
20 ounces.
New gloves?
Oh yeah.
I think you got ripped off. That one doesn't have any fingers.
Customized thanks to my wife for sewing this here. So, you know, when it's cold, my hand gets really cold. I got a little secret surprise in here. Hot hands.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard of a 5-finger discount, never heard of a 4-finger discount.
Wow.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's great. Love that.
Okay, it's finally time to get the roof sheathing on this porch roof. We're gonna get the scaffolding stacked all the way up to clip the rafter tails all the way back onto the living part of the house, which we had waited on so that we could clip them all at the same time, one chalk line, and get it nice and straight. So Jason, I butted the sheathing horizontal out and marked 33.5. You don't have sheathing because you're butting the beam, so mark 34.5 out on the horizontal, and we'll snap that.
Hey, don't cut your rope.
I know, that's exactly what, it was laying right there and I was getting ready to do it. And I was like, So I'm gonna think real good here.
You got that?
Yeah, I think we got it.
I think everybody wants to know, how's that LVL taste?
Woody. Tastes like
Woody.
tastes like fur, actually.
You can tell your taste by your taste.
Yeah.
It's like ice cream.
Unfortunately, I can. Pro tip on cutting something like this where it's not like right in your line of sight is to make sure you got the saw lined up straight with your line to start with. Because if you start in like slightly off like that and then try to turn it back, it's just gonna stop the blade instantly, pinching it between the wood. So what I'm doing is actually engaging the blade where it touches, then I'm rolling the base plate up to where the line is right there, which is what would line up with it, and then going. Otherwise, you got no chance of getting through this thing. Jamie's got all of our rafters straightened, so we're gonna go ahead with this fascia board. Oh man, my rope is like, oh no. Let's see. It's like, I got an under-over going on. It's gotta go over.
Here, can you undo that?
I'll be... It was going great, and then the sun went behind the clouds, and now that's what's happening. Okay. I think I'm... All right, here we go. We're actually using this fascia board to align all the rafters in plane with each other. And the way we do that is start at one end, nail it really good, and then Jason at the other end for each rafter. good. He's either pushing up or pulling down to get it to align with the next one on down the way until we get all the way to the end. And then they should all be in plane and straight on this board.
How'd you get your beans above the frank is what I want to know.
Here. I thought I had that figured out, but obviously not.
I haven't seen that.
Okay. We've got the fascia board on here, and unfortunately we're just too low to really nail this sheathing on from here. So we're gonna have to get up top and do it.
How are we getting it up here?
You hear the diesel running.
Oh, I haven't got to use that yet.
It's gonna stay that way.
Do we want to put the material back on the roof that already exists so we can pull it off real easy? Or do you want it over here where you're going to put it?
Yeah, on the roof where it exists already for sure.
Right there.
Yeah, can you get wiggled in right there?
Oh yeah, machine operator now.
Okay.
You look like you're going to change its oil.
Yeah, Jamie should have nosed in here, but instead he drove right into this pile of lumber. But I guess
I've got my reasons.
he's gonna get it. It is like 100 feet off right there, so.
No big deal.
That looks good.
Yeah. All right.
I guess we'll chalk a line and go full sheets and then fill that in. Dude, it would suck to fall down in this column. Wouldn't it?
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, probably wouldn't feel real good. Yep.
Good?
Yep. Yep. Wow.
That's nice.
That was quite the ordeal to get one sheet up here.
Yeah.
Jason's keeping us blown off here, but unfortunately for Jamie, last time he did it, Jamie like popped his head up down on the scaffolding right when it, whoop, just hit him in the face. All of it.
The first 2 times, I'm like, Jane, watch your face. Jane, watch your face. And the next time, I didn't even think about it. I blew it. He was literally right there. Like, right in his face. Sorry, bub.
This roof sheathing we're using is the Zip System roof sheathing. It's 5/8 thick. It has this weather-resistant kind of red barrier on it, so you don't have to use a roof underlayment. Then you seal the seams with this seam sealing tape, and it works great. It saves a lot of hassle. Obviously, having to do a whole nother step here of doing the roofing underlayment is a pain in the butt, and we love using this stuff. They're one of our channel partners, so again, they always hook us up. We appreciate it, Huber and Zip System. We love it. That's good. What's for lunch?
Wow, I didn't realize you were right there. We're having Italian beef today. If you've never been to Chicago, it's Italian style beef. You can't get it anywhere else. It's amazing. You had it at the house?
I know.
It's so good. It's not like roast beef. It's so good. In by the generator on the floor.
He's making Ray cook it though. He's like, yeah, get the au
It's not
jus.
cooking. I already have
sauce
the
in the
au
crock-
jus in the crock pot. All I gotta do is put the beef in there to get it hot for lunch. You're gonna thank me, bub.
There's our next roof coming up the hill here. We'll be going right there. Hey, you've got a lady fan club on YouTube.
I do? Or he does?
No, not you. John. Yeah, they're like, where's that guy with the deep voice that drives the big truck with the wood? There he is. Yeah. He's what?
I don't sing. I get that sound.
Oh, he does not sing. Yet. We do have to figure out what to do on this upper overhang. So right now it sticks out past the chimney. And, you know, the roof will be sloping towards the chimney.
That'd be bad.
Well, same thing over here. So, I mean, we could just build a little cricket.
Yeah, a little cricket.
I think it needs to be the same length on both sides. So
You think we should run it through instead of leaving a gap?
that's what I was thinking.
I was thinking about leaving a gap.
I think it'd look weird.
I think we let Brock decide.
Well, we finally had to break out the heater. It was supposed to be sunny and about 53 today, and it's noon and it's about 28 or something because it got cloudy.
Yeah.
It's bullcrap.
It's like 40, but it feels like 11.
I don't think it's 40.
Wasn't it 43?
No, it's like 31.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought
it
you
was
said
28 a
43.
minute ago.
29.
It's supposed to be. It's only supposed to get to 43 now, but,
Oh, it's only supposed to get to 43.
but it's not gonna.
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do that. Second.
I got so many clothes on, bro. My belt doesn't even fit.
You have a bigger level I can use?
What happened to the one you were?
I don't know, bro. It's gone.
All right, this will work. So I've got a chalk line here on the upper side of these rafter tails, and we're just gonna stop at the chimney and leave a gap in the overhang. You can see it continues over there. And I'm gonna plumb down and chop these off. You know, hey Jamie?
Yeah.
Can you make me one of those 312 block marker things?
Yeah.
This is impossible what I'm trying to do right here. Thank you. Jamie's got me a marking jig with our 312 pitch on it, and this will sit on top of the rafter here and hold it, you know, perfectly in line with the rafter.
Why don't we use that all the time?
Well, just, I don't know. We
Each
have
side of
used
my
them a lot of times. So yeah, to just sit like this, bump it up to the line, and there's your cut.
Bro, that's 10 times easier than using a level.
Yeah, it is.
Let's just keep that around.
We will.
Now, after I did all those down there with a level.
Yeah. All right, we've got this all sheathed in now, and that officially wraps up every bit of roof on this half of the house. Now, that half is a completely different story. Tons of roof to go. But I'm really happy about this. It turned out great. And I think we're gonna get down and do some sheathing over here on the garage to wrap out the day. And actually, we're not even going down. We can start sheathing right here.
This would be super easy. You can pull it right here.
Yeah. Jono!
Jono!
That is it for our video today. Thanks for building with us, and make sure to check back because we're gonna pick up right where we left off, just like we always do. If you enjoy our content, please remember to get subscribed, give us a thumbs up, or leave a comment. Is it over or 4 feet? all of What's the the measure? above. That helps YouTube to know that we're creating engaging content, and then they can recommend it to other people, helping us out. So we appreciate you doing that. We'll see you on the next one.